us here, Rshackbbq and other things. Well, as you can tell, we got a little bit of snow. Did a number on my pool cover too. Just tore it to shreds. But can't complain because, I bought it used about 3 years ago for $100. So it's roughly $34 a year that I had that cover on there. So I'll try to find another used one this spring, summer. And then if I don't, I'll buy a new one. They're about $600–700. But if I can get, 6 years out of it, that's $100 a year. But then what I'll also buy is like a nice big scraper so I can pull the snow off of it. I've never done that. And this is what happens. Yeah. Fun part is trying to keep the dogs out of there. But anyhow, well, you can see there's the concession trailer. Oh, right there's my utility trailer buried. Probably won't see that till spring. I got some grills to go pick up. And of course, there's the shack back there. Got a cook I'm going to go out and do here in a little while. But what I want to talk about is our concession trailer over there. So let's go over there and take a look at it. Been over here since the big snowstorm we had last week. Hasn't even been a week yet. And you can see we got in a 24-hour period a record snowfall. We got like 30 inches in roughly, I'd say 16 hours. I covered up the Raging Rooster just to kind of help it stay dry, which is probably a good thing. But come over here, and then what happened is right after it snowed and everything, it froze. So you can see I did scrape half of it off, and then my broom broke. But yeah, I haven't been in here since honestly about a month ago. So let's go in and make sure it's all nice and dry and see what we can do. Got the power here. Kind of lift that up and over. Yep. Dogs coming back here, but I haven't. So hopefully we haven't had any water problems going on in here. Back in the day, there used to be like a pizza oven in here, I guess. Let's go ahead and get it latched, open it up. So, at least it's nice and warm in here. Oops, it is that one. All right. I don't see any drippage. Looks like she stayed dry in here. Roof is not sagging any worse than it was, so yeah. Well, let's talk about this for a little bit. Let's change that while we're out here. There we go. Let's have something to drink while we're out here too. Good old Dr. Pepper. So, keep that out of, well, we'll keep it close to the heater. Keep it warm for when I have to walk back. Yeah, guys, so here I am out in my concessions trailer. Honestly, I was hoping to have it done by now, but well, there's many factors in it, but the top reason is because I just was busy and lazy, and just kind of didn't want to work on it, to be honest with you about it. Got all the propane line ran over here, got the new fryer in, got these in here. I need to figure out a way of making these so they don't move around. Right now I have it strapped down for moving, but eventually I need to figure out how I can get them bolted down so they don't move around. The fridge, got it plugged in and it works, so that's nice. Need to get that bolted back in there so it doesn't move around. Got my work table here in the concession tray stand. I haven't done anything with the water. That's probably the next step. What he told me that the pump has a slight leak. I haven't even looked at it. I haven't even tested it. Had a slight leak, so I want to fix that. Just probably put some tape on it so it doesn't leak. And then I need to fix the outside fill line. It has to have a door on it. I have that in my shop so that, you know, it's just not exposed out there. That's all that needs, is just replace it. And then, yeah, then I think once I get this figured out how I'm going to get it bolted down, then I got to do a pressure test on the propane line. I'll have to get the, what the plan will be is get the propane line pressure tested. I can do that here. I'll put a gauge on it, test the pressure. It's made for leakage. Check to make sure it's not leaking and holding pressure for, I think it's 30 minutes. And then get these all bolted down, secure, so they're not moving around. Then I'll apply for my L&I permit while waiting around, you know, once it gets like a month out that they say that, okay, we're going to schedule you, then I need to get the fire suppression system recertified for the year. Actually, supposedly here in Washington State, they only certify these for 6 months. So, you know, they will charge me every 6 months. Then I need to get the 2 big propane tanks that I have on the back recertified so that they're good. And then, you know, that's probably just about it. Now, what I found in the meantime is here locally in Washington State and in the counties that I work out of, I can use this as a mobile food unit. Now, what that means is I have to pay for a permit every time I want to use it, or a month. And then I can use it as a service station, use my fridge. I cannot use any of the cooking utensils because that fire suppression and the L&I inspection has to be done before I can use any of these as a kitchen area. But all I gotta do is have the water working so we can wash our hands. Fridge has gotta be running, which I have plugged in right now, and I've got a generator and all that, so that's good. And then I can use it as a mobile food unit and serve out of it because I'll be able to keep things cold. I have warmers that I can put on this table to keep the food that we need warm. Plus we'll have our Cambros in the van so we can pull those out and use those. And then I can use this window wherever I want. As long as I have the water and electricity and refrigeration and heat, as far as the counties go, for food service, this is good enough. So that is what we'll probably end up doing, get that going before L&I also, so all that's good. There's still a big question here in Washington State that once I get the L&I inspection and have this working, if I can use this as my commercial kitchen. Some counties allow it, some don't. So it's kind of one of those things that, you know, nobody really knows the true answer to it. And I wish they did, because this would be great if I could use this as a kitchen. I'm looking at, we have this little prep refrigerator here too. Supposedly it works. Door's a little tight. I don't have it plugged in, so I don't know if it gets cold. I don't have all the parts that go up here in it, the little pans. And I really haven't, honestly, I haven't really dealt with this too much because I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But one of my thoughts was that we would pull this out and get a small freezer. That way I could have freezer in here too, sitting right here next to the fridge. Then I've got my refrigeration and freezer all taken care of, using Cambros and warming ovens for my hot, because I'm not cooking in here. I mean, well, eventually, but I mean, I won't be smoking in here. Well, see, this is where it gets tricky. You will see probably in first part of March, I have a new smoker coming in, and that smoker was strictly bought for the catering side and to go on the back of this trailer. And I expect to have that probably middle of February is when I expect to get it here. So probably in March you'll see a video of it. So yes, I'll be using the back as a smoking area, and then I need, you know, a place to store the warm stuff if we're doing it that way. I'm not going to get rid of the Raging Rooster. That is a great marketing tool and such a great cooker. The only thing is that, you know, as you come into the offset wood type smokers, they require a lot of time. You're out there every 20 minutes to 40 minutes stoking the fire, figuring out what's going on to maintain your heats. The smoker I'm getting, it's an insulated vertical smoker. Main source of fuel is going to be charcoal with wood chunks in it, so you get the wood flavor. But it's so, from everything that I hear and everyone I talk to, it is so efficient that it can run for, you know, 20 hours and maintain its temp. I have the fire stokers and controllers and everything that go with it. So looking forward to playing around with that. But 2022 is going to be a pretty interesting year as far as I want to get this done. First step, like I said, we'll be getting testing the propane, so that's all good, and then filing for our L&I inspection sticker. And that right now takes anywhere from 4 months to 6 months supposedly to get that going. But once we have that, I can use it as a mobile kitchen. Just can't use the appliances that are going to be ran by the propane. And then I got to get the fire suppression system recertified and the propane tanks recertified. But then this spring we'll try to get all these decals off it. I've talked to some local auto body companies and seeing paint shops to see how easy it is to get these off. We want to get that done. You know, everything costs money and everything takes time. And right now, we're buried in snow. So my plan will be to get off my lazy butt, get out here. This little heater here, you know, hey, it's probably, I don't have a heater in it, or I don't have a temperature gauge in here, but I would say it's probably 60 degrees at least in here, so warm enough to work on it. And I can turn it up. I just have it up kind of on low to maintain the temps, just so nothing in here goes wrong. And then, yeah, so just wanted to hop on here, kind of show you that yes, we still have the trailer, and yes, I still plan on making it work. There's a couple ideas that we're running over here. You know, being a barbecue guy, really have to evaluate what type of kitchen do we really want. And do I really need what I have in here? I don't know. Would it be better to have, you know, a freezer and a warming oven rather than fryers or things like that? But we need to look at that and really evaluate it, and then really clean it up, because it is pretty dirty in here still. You know, I got the sinks and stuff, so got to just figure out what we're gonna do. But I wanted to hop on here and show you that we have this and that we have plans to get back into this and get it going. We're booking up catering jobs for 2022. It's getting crazy. Amazing. You know, we have the Vineyard series where we go with the Raging Rooster smoker, and they have concerts at the local vineyards, and we go and, you know, sell barbecue while they play music. That's been pretty good. We've done a few other pop-ups in town that's done really well, and they're all wanting us to come back, which is a great thing, I guess. But you know, I also work full-time, so I've got that commitment too that I got to do, plus all my other projects, YouTube videos and things like that. So yeah, I stay kind of busy, and unfortunately right now this is the thing that has been put on the back burner, but we need to get back to it. So thought I would hop on here, show you it real quick, talk to you about it, show you how much snow we have. Might put a little video in here of what it was like. It was crazy, I gotta tell you. I went to bed, they'd been predicting this storm coming through, this storm, and you know, everybody around here says, oh yeah, we hear that every year, big storm, and you know, maybe we get 8 inches, and like, oh, okay. I went to bed, we had about 2 inches of snow on the ground from a previous snow. So it wasn't that bad. It was like, okay, well, we'll just see what we got in the morning. And when I got up, it was like 20 inches. And then it was snowing, and it was just crazy how much snow came down so much at the one time. You know, it's just, luckily where we're at, you know, like I said, we ended up with a total of about 30 inches from that storm. There are other places that, you know, got 40 inches to 50 inches. So I'm not saying we lucked out, but we got quite a bit of snow. It sure shut down this town for a day. But luckily I was one-way productive, and I bought that snowblower earlier. So I had a good snowblower and was able to take care of my paths and things like that. But anyhow, as I always say, I really do appreciate you guys watching my life and what I go through and my cooking and other things I do. I do really appreciate that. And like I say, you can do this too. It's not that hard. Until next time, my friends, grill on. I'm going to get back onto this, I promise. I'm going to get out here and get this going, because this is a money thing just sitting here, and I need it to make me some money. So